Hello, children of OLICM and hello, world. I'm your host, Dalva, and for Monday the 12th, Tuesday the 13th, and Wednesday the 14th of December 2022, if you can believe we're already into December, I'm going to be drawing cards from the Angel Therapy Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. So, I don't know, this deck jumped out at me. I think we've worked with it maybe once before. It should be interesting. In fact, I've got our cards laid out already, just to save you all time from watching me shuffle, and it looks interesting. So before we get started, let's take a nice deep cleansing breath in. Let it go and let it flow. So I feel like we have a message here about feeling secure, about feeling safe. And it kind of makes sense this time of year. There's loads of holidays, not just Christmas, but the solstice, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Lots of our pagan friends have their own various celebrations. There's just a lot going on. But the point of celebrating at the end of the year has frequently come down to waiting for the return of the light, hoping that our harvest lasts through the winter months. And this all was before climate change and things just got ridiculously warm. But, you're talking about a time, there's snow and ice and things got cold and there's wild animals and we're not as protected from the elements and as protected from nature as we are now. We're not as separated from the elements and from nature as we are now. And so I think at the core of this is it's about survival and celebrating that survival spirit ultimately. And I feel like the card reading is kind of getting to that. Now, the first card I drew was the sacral chakra, but the second card I drew was the base. And I want to go ahead and start with the base chakra, okay, because that's the first one, right? So just envisioning that bright ruby, maybe even garnet red at the base of your spine, okay, that's that energy center. And the little message says, choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, and finances as your words determine your outcome. That feels a little fear-mongering to me, and some of Doreen Virtue's messages tend to be. But again, as I've pointed out many, many times, she doesn't have to believe in it. She doesn't have anything to do with it for the cards to work or for the message to come through. The universe finds a way, right? So our base chakra, that's about security, that's about feeling grounded, that's about, and when I say security, I mean feeling emotionally secure, feeling financially secure, it's survival. And again, there it is, cold winter months. The return, when is the light going to return? We have to have all these bonfires and feast and remind ourselves that we're alive, right? And you have to admit, there's nothing like seeing, whether it's Christmas lights or you're burning a Yule log. There's nothing like that, any other time of the year. That feeling, that kind of almost even wonderment a little bit of, that enjoyment of a light, okay? The days are getting shorter, nights are getting longer, okay? So this is about, where are you as far as your base chakra is concerned? Are you worried? Maybe we're coming together with family. Family is part of that base chakra, that that's our primary survival group, especially if we were kids. And that's something else too, that maybe some childhood trauma, like maybe your survival needs weren't met. I hope they were, but maybe they weren't. Maybe being around your family triggers survival trauma, okay? And that's something else to be aware of. I know, for the holidays, sometimes it's very joyous for folks, but for others, not so much. It's very triggering. So, being sensitive to that. Where are you at as far as your foundation? Where are you at as far as how you are surviving in the world? Is that all you're doing in the world is surviving? Because that can be out of balance too, right? Do you feel like you have a firm foundation? Do you feel supported? I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but I feel like these are, we're being asked to reflect on this. This is the time of year for reflection. So, where are you at? Where are you at as far as your base chakra is concerned? And then I'm going to go to the sacral chakra because that's the second one. That's the next one up. So that's that bright orange light between your belly button and your tailbone. Okay? And this one says, and again, it's kind of on the mark, but it kind of isn't. It says you are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. So if our base chakra is how we're grounded and where we're, surviving in the world, our sacral chakra is, how are we connecting with others? Okay? How do we feel connected in the world? Okay, and I'm saying that we're connected, community, very, very specifically. You get to your solar plexus chakra, that's all about your individuality. That can be ego, that can be your sense of self. Sacral chakra, one down, that's how you're relating to your community. Okay, so taking it outside the family, how are you relating to other people? What about your other relationships? This is sexuality. This is creativity. Okay, all those are part of this this chakra's energy. I can't get that word out for some reason. But again, this can be triggery. If our survival stuff is being triggered, that's not too far away from going up the ladder and our relationships being triggered, our sense of community being triggering, or maybe it's great. I don't know. This is why I'm asking these questions, and I really hope everybody post in the comments below and let's have a conversation around this, because I know a lot of folks need support this time of year. Okay, what if you don't have any family, you don't have any friends, you don't have anybody to go spend time with? I hope that's not true, but we're here, so come talk to us. As far as the chemicals, additives, processed foods, energies, I would just lump all that with energies. We also tend to overeat this time of year. It may not hurt you to go on some kind of detox or drink more water, or even take like a salt bath or use salts in your bath water. I make salt soap, using that, like scrubbing it with salt soap, kind of cleansing your energy, because if you are around other people and you are very sensitive to that, you're going to pick it up. And a lot of folks are stressed, and you don't want to pick up other people's stress. So looking at these two cards, again, I feel like that's survival, that's interaction, that's our very primary existing in the world, working, being around other people, creating, reproducing, being part of a bigger whole, being rooted, being grounded. Okay, and all those things can be triggered or challenged this time of year. Okay, and our third card, which sort of wraps it all up for me, Archangel Michael. Okay, and it says you're working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through the situation, through the holidays, all the way through the new year, every day of your life. Okay, so Archangel Michael, his energy comes into me as like very strong, protective, courageous. If you need to speak up for yourself, you need to draw a boundary, and the sacral chakra, boundaries. It's boundaries you create with other people. Okay, you need to tell someone no. You need to tell someone, hey, I'm not discussing this. Hey, we're at Christmas dinner. Please stop talking about politics. Like, I don't even know what's going on with folks anymore. It's like the civility has gone straight out the window. Not even just civility, just common, or what should be common, just respect and decency. Like lay off of it, y'all. No, I'm sure if you're watching this, you're probably not fucking up the potluck, okay? But you're protected, you're guarded. If you need some courage, you need some encouragement, you need feel safe, Archangel Michael, and all you gotta do is ask, okay? And I firmly believe an angelic energy is being non-denominational energy, and not even really religious energy at all. Like there's been stories since the beginning of time of helpers who acted as protectors and intermediaries between us and the divine, or even helping us understand our own divine nature. This is just another way of, it's 6 of one, half dozen of another. Just another name for the same energy. Also really great for cord cutting. Okay, if feel like people are latching onto you, you got some energy vampires in your family, energy vampires at work, energy vampires in your social circle, Archangel Michael. So I feel like we're being asked to reflect and get real about how we're feeling, as far as grounded, if we're feeling safe, if we're feeling secure. How is that spilling over into our creative lives, our sexual lives, our ability to create boundaries, our ability to interact with other people, to have relationships, and to know that we're safe, we're protected. Okay, there's that energy out there in the world to encourage us and give us courage and show us what we need to do. Okay. So again, questions, comments, concerns, please put them in the comments below. I will talk to you all again soon. Hope you all have a fantastic week. Bye for now.